Let me explain something that's stunned the media world, and not just in America. Stunned and bewildered many prominent names on the media right.
All right, I got to give you some breaking news. Tucker Carlson is out at Fox News.
Because Tucker was the mainstay of the populist voice over at Fox, and this is blockbuster news.
Donald Trump also struggled to believe it.
Well, I'm shocked. I'm surprised. He's a very good person, a very good man, and very talented, as you know, and he had very high ratings. So,
and Tucker Carlson did indeed have high ratings, the highest by far in his time slot, and the left is celebrating his shock fall.
Fox News Media and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways.
But for a long time, no one could figure out exactly why Tucker Carlson had been sacked, or even if he had been, and by whom. I mean, maybe he just walked. Well, let me now just answer that, and also declare that Fox News is part of the Murdoch media empire that includes Sky News. Now, Tucker was actually sacked, and as some outlets have reported just before I went to air, he was sacked by Lachlan Murdoch, the day-to-day boss of News Corp, now that his father Rupert has stepped back. And the scoop is that he was sacked essentially for thinking that he was bigger than Fox News. But in fact, as you know, Fox News has lost other giants before: Roger Ailes, Glenn Beck, Megyn Kelly, Bill O'Reilly, and it's only got stronger. And I suspect it'll survive losing Carlson as well. Good a journalist as he was in so many ways. But maybe now some other hosts, and not just the Fox News, will realise it is Lachlan Murdoch who runs the business and it's not them, and he must run it. You see, last week Fox News had to pay more than $1.2 billion Australian in compensation because some Fox News hosts had gone nuts pushing the fake news that Donald Trump was beaten at the last election by voting machines that have somehow been rigged. Now, I said at the time, this is crazy stuff. And it's true that Carlson did not push that lie like some other people, particularly at Fox, did. He was sceptical. But the court battle with Dominion, the company that made these voting machines, revealed that he did know those machines, they weren't rigged. The lie was a lie. Yet he still told another host that a producer should be fired for saying so. And yet it was more than that behind Tucker Carlson's fall. He's also being sued by a producer claiming he had a misogynist workplace. And we don't actually know all the details of that. But it didn't help that an email emerged of Carlson referring to another woman with the C word. So it was already all getting too much. And my suspicion is that his final editorial, Friday night, the Friday night that Lachlan Murdoch actually decided to sack him, was maybe one thing too many. Now, maybe I'm imagining that bit because, of course, the Murdochs are famous for allowing people like me to have their own opinions, right, to push the boat out. And I sure know that I have, and I also know that I have had my say about Carlson pushing dangerous and plainly false conspiracy theories that painted Ukraine as hopelessly corrupt, the Biden team as liars for supporting it, and all of that propaganda was gold to Russian tyrant Vladimir Putin. And of course, Carlson's claims were repeated endlessly on Russian TV to justify Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine. And on that Friday night that he was sacked, Tucker Carlson did it all over again, despite supposedly having pulled his head in before, as I was assured.
Tucker Carlson, tonight, sometimes you wonder just how filthy and dishonest our news media are. Why does the U.S. government maintain secret biolabs in a primitive country like Ukraine? Not only has the Biden administration been maintaining these labs in Ukraine in the middle of a war, it also has, quote, sensitive nuclear technology in Ukraine as well. And
now, let me put it frankly. All that, which many of his viewers would have taken to imply meant the US is helping Ukraine with secret biological weapons research, even nuclear weapons. You know, that's the implication, I would have thought. That's what I'm hearing on Twitter. That is crap. But it's dangerous crap. And now believed by many, many Americans who just want to cut Ukraine loose and let the Russian dictator have it. Now, that last bit is my speculation. It's not been confirmed to me. Although I do know that Lachlan Murdoch and the Ukrainian president have had a warm conversation, and Lachlan Murdoch's donated to a fund for journalists and all that kind of stuff. But you might say, why wasn't tough action taken earlier to make all the Fox News hosts sing from the same song sheet, not just on this, you know, you're going to say this, you're going to say that, like you see in some other organisations. Dare I say the New York Times, where if, you don't follow the line, you're out. Ask Barry Weiss. But the Murdoch media, you see, has always had one supreme virtue that has made me such a fan. I mean, I've worked here with pleasure and with gratitude for more than 30 years. It's a virtue that I admire. I think it's essential to any good business in the media. It's that hosts and journalists get a lot of freedom to say what they think, not what their employers think, not what their colleagues think, not what the public think, what they think. And that's why, of course, you see a lot more difference of opinion here on Sky News than you will get many other places. But the message is now out. If you threaten your station or your newspaper by going a bit nuts, saying all sorts of wild things that maybe you know is false, or maybe you haven't even bothered to check enough, doesn't matter how big you are never bigger than the media organisation that actually made you.